An Oshkosh man convicted of murder will spend the rest of his life in prison. 22-year-old Donald Martin was sentenced in Winnebago County Court this morning. The prosecutor called it the most disturbing case he's ever worked on. Fox 11's Chad Doran has the details.
I'm sorry for everybody I hurt.
Donald Martin said little at his sentencing in Winnebago County. The 22-year-old was given life without the possibility of parole for the killing of Emily Wayman at her Oshkosh apartment in April of 2010. Judge Scott Wolt didn't hide his frustration with Martin during sentencing.
When you want to turn on the charm, you can. But that's what makes you scary. Because you can do that to people, and then when they turn their back, hit them in the head with a hammer 14 times. And then when that doesn't do it, you can slit their throat.
Court documents show Martin and his then-fiancée Samantha Rue were at Wayman's apartment doing drugs on the night of April 5th, 2010. Documents show Martin had been planning all day to kill Wayman. When Wayman wasn't looking, Martin hit her 14 times in the head with a hammer, crushing her skull. While she was still breathing, Martin told Rue to steal Wayman's OxyContin. Martin then tried to suffocate Wayman before finally slitting her throat with a knife.
By the blood and other biological evidence and just, the victim and how she was in her apartment that morning, you could tell this was a very violent homicide.
Even defense attorney Len Kaczynski says this homicide was brutal and deliberate.
I mean, every homicide is brutal. One that's conducted with a hammer and multiple blows to an individual is particularly brutal.
Rue is serving a 15-year sentence for her role in the killing. Wayman's brother addressed the court by phone, saying Martin didn't deserve the chance for parole.
It's the senseless act that took her from Donald Martin has no remorse for what he's done. Your Honor, my sister deserves justice.
His treatment needs and his character all scream that protection of the public had to be put to the forefront of the sentencing.
A sentence that will keep Martin behind bars for the rest of his life. In Oshkosh, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
Martin's attorney went on to say that they do plan to file papers to appeal his conviction, and they plan to do that early next week.